So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will talk about the job that I have worked for, and I think a lot of people would like to work in that job, but they don't have the basic knowledge or know exactly what a job is look like and what will we have to do in the reality. So today I'm going to talk about it so that everyone um, especially someone want to work as a flight attendant will have the basic knowledge and basic general ideas about what a flight attendant is. So let's begin. And my talk it consists of four elements. The first one is about history and development of the flight attendant, and especially the development of flight attendant in Vietnam. And the second part, I will talk about the Vietnam Airlines cabin crew, the flight attendant, about their history, their development, about the roles, the purpose, and what exactly the company expect us to do in our job. And the third part is about the training programs, what you will have to learn to become a flight attendant. And finally, I will talk about the professional ethics. And I hope that after my talk about the flight attendant, you will understand the history and the development of flight attendant profession. And second, you will be aware of the requirements and the roles and responsibility of a flight attendant, and have basic knowledge of Vietnam Airlines, and be able to self-identify and adjust your style to conform with the flight attendant profession. Thank you, and so now we will begin. First, I will talk about the history and the development of flight attendant profession. We start with 1920, with the Imperial Airways in Britain started to recruit male flight attendants to assist passengers with their luggage and ensure safety. It's quite interesting, right? Most of us will think that the first flight attendant would be a female or women, but in fact, the first flight attendant was a male. And in the 1929, Pan American World Airways and Western Airlines in the U.S. were the first airline recruiting male flight attendants to serve passengers food and beverage. And the third milestone in the 1930, the nurse Ellen Church was the first world female flight attendant and working for Boeing Air Transport (BAT), the predecessors that formed the present United Airlines. And Ellen Church was assigned the head of BAT's female flight attendant team. Then she recruited 7 other nurses to form the first female flight attendant team in the world called Sky Girls. In 15 May 1930, Ellen Church was the first female flight attendant working on 20 hours flight by Boeing ATA from Oakland, San Francisco to Chicago through 13 stops with 14 passengers. This is the image, the first image of the team called Sky Girls begin in 1930. And at that time, planned passenger capacity was only from 12 to 20, and task of female flight attendant was serving passengers box of food, answering questions about the flight, and looking after passengers who were not in good health condition. And in the 1933, Eastern Airlines started rerouting female flight attendants. In the 1960s, started safety demonstration on the flights with more than 44 passengers. In the 1967, a professional evacuation briefing to passengers called mini evacuation was issued. An international civil aviation organization, their relation for requirements of flight attendant profession was about the age is about 18 and above. About the height is not exactly the number, but they have the standards, like to be able to take safety equipment, to assist passengers, to store the luggage, and to into the overhead locker. And about the appearance is about move fast, be able to get through the narrowest emergency access. It means like not too fat, but it can be too skinny. And about the health and the communication skills is good. It means that when they talk to passengers, the passenger will understand what are they talking about. And about the flight attendant profession in Vietnam, about the history, about how it started and developed, I will talk it so briefly so that you can quite understand about the job. In the 1960s, the first flight attendant was recruited and became part of the 919 Aviation Transport Division and trained by flight theories, foreign language, and self-defense. And the task of flight attendant is serving passengers, selling tickets, cleaning aircraft and terminals. And the first two flight attendants of Vietnam is Miss Nguyễn Phi Phượng and Miss Lê Kim Thu. On the 1st of June in 1993, the cabin crew division of Vietnam Airlines was founded with 178 flight attendants. And the mission of Vietnam Airlines cabin crew is to delivering the best care and service to meet the demand of passengers on all Vietnam Airlines flights. And responsibility is to be the brand ambassadors of Vietnam Airlines. The brand ambassadors mean they have to making people know more about Vietnam Airlines. The second point is having professional basis convey the message of Vietnam Airlines to customers. The third point is to building trust in customers through beautiful performance, healthy lifestyle, and friendly personality. And the last but not least is updating technologies, cleverly using the social network to remove Vietnam Airlines. About the roles of Vietnam Airlines cabin crew is to ensuring the safety and comfort passengers, delivering best air service for all passengers, and being one of the front flight staff that carrying out the mission and conveying the values of Vietnam Airlines to passengers. And the third point is to contributing to the development of Vietnam aviation industry and delivering high quality service based on commitment with passengers, ensuring the safety and security for passengers, and taking care of better dedicatedly solving problems in favors advantages and preserving and enhancing practice and image of the company, creating a sense of professional ethics. And the requirement of Vietnam Airlines cabin crew is appropriate looks and personality, good communication skills, flexibility in problem solving, a health and communication skill, and endurance, understanding and caring for others, and quote, adaptability, proficiency in modern technologies, and last but not least, in the fitness and delicacy in customer service. But the promotion life of Vietnam Airlines cabin crew is you can train from the economy class attendant, and after you try, you can become a service examiner. We have two tracks, a fast track and a regular track, based on your English score certification, like the TOEIC or IELTS. And about training program, we have 5 training programs like basic training, recurrent training, conversion training, about pre-pressure training, and advanced training. And here, what you have to learn to become a flight cabin crew, flight job orientation, building image, customer service, team building, flight information, service standards, and kitchen catering. A lot of you have to learn, and you can look at the screen now to have the basic knowledge about what you have to learn. And the last part of my talk, I'm going to talk about the professional ethics. It means a system of value and standards of social ethics that is appropriate to the characteristic of each profession, reflecting the personalities of laborers. Professional ethics are the motivation to develop personality, develop job competency, and enhance work productivity and efficiency. If you obey the job ethics, obey the regulation, the company, the willing to have managers and colleagues, defend the rights and condemn the misconduct, dedicate to the job, and contribute to the development of the company, contribute the personal competency to the community and society. And here are some examples of a person who are not professional ethic, who are not commit to their job, like losing the consequences of violating the professional ethics. You will losing self-reputation and respect from colleagues, violating the regulation of the company and the state law, and losing job, being difficult to gain customers' trust, and you will leave the customer will leave our company, and affecting practice and image of the company and colleagues, and affecting image of the country and people of Vietnam. So if you have any questions about the job, you have more further question, you can ask me. And that's all for my talk. And I hope that after the talk you will have the basic knowledge and feel something like inspired to do the job if you want to. Thank you for listening.